Hello, and welcome to this introductory tutorial for AutoCAD 2017 for Windows. For our purposes, the first thing I would like you to do is to create a new document using the acad.dwt template. To do that, under Templates, select acad.dwt. For the way that we teach plotting and color control, acad.dwt will ensure that your document is always set up correctly from the beginning. The next thing you should do at the beginning of any document is change your units. To do this, type the unit command, and change your units from decimal to architectural units. You should get in the habit of always doing this at the beginning of any drawing before you start working. Just to introduce you to the interface, at the top of your screen you have your basic drawing commands such as line, polyline, as well as several move and modify commands. At the top you also have your layer properties window and you have your object properties window. We'll get into these details later on. At the bottom of your screen you have your command line. This is one of the most important features of the interface, which will ask you for information based on the command that you're using and will allow you to make choices based on what AutoCAD is looking for. At the bottom of your screen, you have several commands dealing with your grid, grid snaps, object snaps, and commands dealing with your annotation scale. These will be very important later on in the video. The bottom of the screen also contains your model tabs and your layout tabs. Layouts are important when you're laying out a document for printing for a real-world piece of paper and seeing how your drawing will look. We'll go over this more. Let's take a quick look at our preference menu. Click on the A in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Select Options in the drop-down menu. From this screen, click on the User Preferences tab. In the User Preferences tab, click on Right-Click Customization. And in this menu, we're going to turn on time-sensitive right-click. This will allow you to quickly tap the right mouse button to apply the Enter command. It'll be very helpful later on, but for now, click Apply and Close. While we're here, we're also going to adjust the Save and Autosave features of AutoCAD. To do that, click on the Open and Save tab. In this menu, you can control how frequently Autodesk will save your document under the Automatic Save setting. I'm going to change it to 5 minutes between autosaves. Click Apply and click OK. Let's set up a few new layers for this document. At the top of your screen, click on the Layer Properties button. In this window, we can control whether a layer is visible, whether it is locked, the color of the layer, the line type of the layer, and whether or not it will print under the Plot tab. For now, though, just click on the orange Create a New Layer button at the top of this window. In anticipation of the drawing we're going to make, name this new layer C-Curb. C is for civil engineering and similar types of information on a layer stack. Go ahead and change the color of the layer from white to yellow. We're also going to create another new layer called C-Centerline. And we'll change the color of this layer from yellow to green. We can also associate a particular line type with a layer, such that anything we draw on that layer will have that line type of either dashed lines, solid lines, or other types of lines. To do that, in your command bar, type line type or LT. In this window, we can load different types of lines into AutoCAD. Click on the Load button, and from this menu, we're going to scroll down for our center line. Let's use Center 2 for our center line. Click OK. And while we're in this menu, let's go ahead and load another line type that might be useful later on, a dotted line or a hidden line. Scroll down until you find Hidden 2, and click OK. Now, click OK, and these new line types are loaded into our document. To apply them to a layer, in your Layer Properties Manager, click under Line Type, and change the green center line to Center 2. Now, anything that is drawn on that layer will have the long dash, short dash, center line type. In anticipation of the drawing we're going to make, we're going to change our annotation scale. We're looking for an annotation scale of 1 inch equals 10 feet in the model. Now, to do this, at the bottom of your screen, click on the drop-down menu for your annotation scale. Scroll all the way down this list and click on Custom Scale. In this menu, we're going to click on Add to create our new custom scale. Name the scale 1 inch equals 10 feet dash 0 inches. We're looking for a scale that will convert 1 inch on paper into 10 feet in our drawing. So leave your paper units at 1 inch and change your drawing units to 10 feet times 12 inches per foot. So that would be 120 drawing units equals 1 inch on our paper units. Click OK and click OK. To apply your new custom annotation scale, at the bottom of your screen, click on the drop-down menu again, and you should see your new scale at the top of the list. Since this preliminary tutorial is mainly about different elements in the interface and setting up your drawing correctly, there's just one more thing we need to do. At the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you'll see tabs for Model and Layout. Layout is a way of accessing what we call paper space, which represents how your drawing will look on a piece of paper at a certain scale. We're going to create a new layout for this next activity. Click on the plus button at the bottom of your screen. Your screen should now turn white and look like a piece of paper. To modify our new layout, type Page Setup. In this menu, we are going to click on Modify to modify Layout 3. If you don't see Adobe PDF in this drop-down menu, you may need to download a PDF writer. Next, we want to set the size for this piece of paper. Your drawings are going to be pretty large, so instead of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, we're going to change to something like a 24 by 36 inch size piece of paper. This is a standard architectural D-sized piece of paper. And finally, make sure you have landscape set up for your drawing orientation. Click OK, and click Close. You'll notice now your document has resized to the ArcD paper. In the lower corner, this is called your Viewport. It is a window into your model on the page. We're going to click on these corners to resize your viewport to fill the entire ArcD page. Now you'll notice when we change the scale of it, it's stretched. To fix that, we're going to select the viewport and make sure the annotation scale at the bottom of your window is still set to 1 inch equals 10 feet. That looks better. Our file is now set up and ready for the following tutorials. Now would be a good time to save your document.